fairly highly placed and is a very skilled player.
Oh, for certain.
So this should be a very good set.
All right, getting into it on Lilat.
Oh my, this is an interesting first pick.
Okay, slight limit charge. Doesn't necessarily go for it all the way, just immediately moves into his first attack.
Looks like Zephyr's definitely got stage control at this point, but looks like Dexter's managed to take that away from him.
Yeah, I'm certain that Blade Beam a moment ago was a misinput. Probably
Yeah.
trying to go for the cross slash.
Makes sense. And Dexter is taking full advantage of it, but it seems just as I say so, they're back to neutral. Zephyr was able to reset it.
Right now, Dexter with a pretty solid lead. Slips slightly above the stage. Probably didn't intend to do that. No reason to since Zephyr wasn't there.
Yeah,
All right, and keeping this lead going.
yeah. Though at this percent, both characters, especially with limit, Cloud can definitely bring it back pretty quick. We'll see who ends up taking the first stock, because that'll say a lot about the match, I think.
Yep.
Because both of these characters are very, they work very well with momentum. And neither one wants to be in a position where they have to approach, where they have to try and force things to start. So we'll see who's able to keep a hold of their stock longest.
Yep. Zephyr really good with these movement fakes. His movement is some of the best in MDVA. Slightly misses that the up B above the ledge.
Zephyr, actually, I asked him about his movement, because sometimes he will use perfect pivots and sometimes he'll use those little turnaround animations. And I asked him if the turnaround animations are mistakes, and he actually said that no, that he intends to do those as a way to mix up the, oh, I thought that was the end of the stock. That's the end of the stock. Marth being a very good edge guard character. But yeah, so those little movements that he makes are not misinputs, that he plans them as a way of mixing up the timing of his movements. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's generally super effective. But right now, Dexter solidly in the lead. Zephyr going for the unsafe dash attack. Gets punished, but not too hard for it.
Yeah, definitely Dexter got a lot of damage with Dancing Blade just a little while ago. Which was, now they're back in neutral. We'll see. There we go. Well, yep, that got the stock. So 49 damage, but Cloud is able to put that back together. So this is still this could go either way.
Yeah, and one thing I just noticed is we haven't really seen very many juggles here from Zephyr yet. Marth being the end, as I say it.
Yeah, but I think that's commentator's curse there.
For
Good
sure.
down smash. And now as we saw, like earlier Dexter was in the lead, but now Zephyr was able to bring it back. He's got stage control, he's got percent lead. We'll see if he's able to hold on to it or if Dexter is able to get back safely.
Yep. And sort of as is normal here, Zephyr able to get many grabs due to the fact that he has a limit, especially on the ledge. Dexter unable to get him to burn it there, and the back air seals it.
Yeah, that was an excellent spacing option right there. So that was Zephyr winning over Dexter right there.
Right.
I wonder if Dexter is going to continue with Marth or if he's going to change to one of his other characters. We shall see.
Dexter having an assortment of Fire Emblem characters at his disposal.
Yeah, I was thinking that he'd probably switch. Let's see if the Corrin is able to compete better with Cloud's excellent spacing. Corrin having much longer range over Marth. So that will give Corrin a little bit of an advantage in that scenario. However, in other ways, Corrin is slower than Marth, so we'll see if the switch doesn't end up biting him. So looks like Zephyr's able to take control first, but looks like Dexter is able to respond with a pretty good string, and now we're back in neutral.
All right, we're still roughly even here. Sort of Dexter able to catch a lot of these aerial commitments from Zephyr, but now Zephyr able to get a little bit under him and catch him shielding. Again, limit allows us to do that a lot. And then Zephyr coming down with the forward air. But I guess it's just the direction he was facing. Might as well come down with something.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, now Zephyr solidly slipping into the lead a bit.
Though he looks like he's in disadvantage now. Looks like Dexter's got the stage, and he's got the stock. Good stuff, Dexter.
Yeah, Corrin's up air not to be underestimated either. Corrin actually a fantastic character in the air due to being able to juggle in the air like few other characters can. Of course, Cloud being one of the exceptions and the other character on the stage here. This game's sort of starting off like a little bit like last game, where now Dexter is at high percent and has taken the first stock. Zephyr sort of looking to make a comeback here.
He does have the game lead at this point, and he's got the stock, so we're back. This is mostly an even game. 20%. Zephyr can easily make that up pretty quickly, so we're still pretty close. We'll see who's able to take this stock, this last stock. As we space around each other. There we go.
Incidentally, Cloud and Corrin both tend to be characters that can actually get a good amount of grabs, if only because they are both able to scare the opponent into shielding line. Corrin due to having that quick unreactable pin. Oh, Zephyr actually burns the limit there, not confident in his ability to make it back. And then the back air
seals it. Good stuff, Dexter. So now we are 1-1. We'll see who's able to take the next set. We'll also see if there's another character switch or not. Because Zephyr also plays several characters, but I think his Cloud was doing pretty well. So yeah, he will be staying with the Cloud.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that Zephyr's other characters do much better against Corrin.
True, true. Sometimes the surprise factor is effective, but I think Cloud was the right choice. So we'll get into the next match. We're going to Smashville, which is always a good choice. This is actually kind of the reverse of normal sets because they started at Lilat and they end on Smashville instead of the other way around.
Well, and interestingly enough, Zephyr unable to get the punish on the pin when shielded, but actually managed to get on hit when he was hit by the first pin earlier in the game.
Might have just been a bit of mistiming. Sometimes if the Corrin, he read a low recovery and it cost him the stock. Oh, that is a shame.
Yeah, you know, I think one of the benefits of Limit Cross Slash is, as a sort of edge guard tool, is it can, it's a multi-hit, and so that can be really difficult to stage spike. But one thing that the Buzz has said before is basically once you're hit by it, just wait for the moment when it freezes, and then that's the moment when you tech, because Limit Cross Slash for epic effect has a lot of hit lag. So you just have to wait for that and then tech. So I don't necessarily agree with its usage at early percentages anyway, but Zephyr sort of went for it and put himself in this situation. And
it's one of those things that sometimes the risk is worth the reward. In this case, it was not.
Yeah. Zephyr, actually another thing that he sort of notes is that if he's sort of jumping around, he is usually looking for the limit blade beam, and that is something that I think a lot of MDVA knows at this point.
Yeah.
But now Dexter putting himself solidly ahead, sort of with the SD from Zephyr earlier, managing to take on a serious amount of extra credit and the stock.
And there's the stock and the set as well.